Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy with Black Swan. As you guys may notice, all of the perks from Call of Duty Zombies are over there. So this video is actually going to be how to make all of them. So you're only going to need about 4 or 5 things for this. You're going to need red, blue, green, and yellow food coloring. You need sticker paper. I'll leave a link to everything down in the description below. You're gonna need at least 12 or 14 bottles. It really depends on how many you want to make. I'll leave a link down below as well to the bottles I use. You're gonna want some spray paint, some type of paint to paint your bottle caps. Like I said, all these things are listed in the description below, including the templates for the perk logos. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. So what I'm doing in this video clip is that I'm filling all the bottles with water so I can put them overnight in hot soapy water so logos come off really easily. So all you're going to want to do is fill up your sink with hot soapy water. Literally just fill it up with warm water and just put soap in it, just mix it up a little bit. You're going to fill up all your bottles with water so they don't rise up and just put them all in there and then leave them there overnight, come back the next morning and take them out, and the logo should come off super easily, as you can see in like one of these next video clips.
I'm not sure how I sound right now. I should be talking very low, but this is how it should look. It should be almost full about the rim, and all your 12 or 14 bottles, whatever you have left, should all be in there fully submerged, not peeking out at all, because if they are peeking out they won't work as well. So anyways, I will see you guys in the morning. It's actually 3:24 a.m. right now. I don't know what my hair looks like. I could look fucking insane right now, so I will see you guys in the morning when this is done. Peace. Alright, so when you peel off the label, there should be a lot of excess. See all that white stuff? That's all excess from the stickers. So easiest way to remove that is get one of these little metal sponges like this. Literally just rub it straight off with it. They come clean off, no issue whatsoever. Let me give you an example right here. So I'm gonna wash this, and boom, all the excess on the front side is now gone. The only thing left is the back and a little label on the top there. If you guys really do want to go the extra mile on this, you can spray paint the tops. You can go green, yellow, red, whatever colors you need. You can spray paint them all. I'll put a link on screen of all the actual perk bottles so you know what colors to put on each bottle cap. So yeah, this is really a good way to add on to your perk bottles, and it looks really nice after. Alright, so the first perk we're going to make is Speed Cola. All you're going to need is some green food coloring like this. It doesn't matter what type of intensity, just green food coloring should be fine. So you're gonna put at least 3 drops of green in there and it should look fine. At least, well, actually, nah, 2 should be enough. 2 should be well enough for Speed Cola. You just get a little stick, stir it up, and let it do its thing. Yeah, that is quite perfect. 2 drops of green food coloring should do the thing for Speed Cola, and let's get on to the next perk, boys. Alright, so next up, let's do Quick Revive. So Quick Revive, we just want a really light blue, because we're going to be needing a very dark blue for Who's Who later on. So light blue should be maybe, let's try 1 drop. And get a new stick. Remember, every time we do this, get a new stick so the color doesn't mix in. And it's looking pretty good so far. I think this should be the perfect color for Quick Revive. That's that perfect Quick Revive blue we want. 1 drop of blue food coloring should be just enough for Quick Revive. Alright, so next we're gonna be doing Stamina. For Stamina, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a really light yellow. So you're just gonna get some yellow food coloring like this. I know it looks red, but it's actually yellow. So I think we should put maybe 1 drop. I think 1 drop should do it. 1 drop should do it. It's not gonna be way too dark. I think 1 more drop should do it, yeah. Alright, so that actually looks really nice. Alright, so next up we're going to be doing Tombstone. Tombstone should be pretty easy. All we need is red and blue food coloring to make a nice purple. It's not too dark of a purple, it's actually a really light purple, so it's kind of nothing like PhD flopper. So we're going to try to get a nice light purple here. I'm going to drop 1 drop of that. Get 1 drop of this. See what that looks like. It's actually looking pretty nice for a Tombstone color, so I think 1 drop of red, 1 drop of blue should be just fine for the Tombstone perk. See, I've already made Juggernog and PhD Flop. I made them years ago. I made them like 2 years ago, so I've actually had them for a long time. So if you compare these 2 colors, you can definitely tell that Tombstone color is a lot nicer and a lot lighter than the PhD Flopper color. So next up, let's do Who's Who. So Who's Who is going to be a very dark blue, so I think we should use at least 3-4 drops of blue. So let's try that out. Let's do 1 drop, 2 drops, 3. Oh, shit. Okay, might have got a little bit too hard on it, but you know, it's all good, it's all good. So if by any chance you guys are just like me and you spill a lot of blue all over your bottle, just get one of those little napkins, any type of napkin, and just put it in there. Should be just fine. That is quite perfect. So actually 7 drops of blue are going to give you your nice Who's Who color. As you guys can see right here, it's actually a really dark blue compared to Quick Revive. It's very dark. Okay, so to get that perfect Who's Who color, you guys might want to drop 7 or 8 drops to get this perfect nice color. So when you hold it up to the light, it should look still really dark.
It still should be like, you know, see-through. All right, so one of the trickier ones we're actually about to do is electric cherry. So electric cherry is a very, very light red. So you're gonna only use 1 drop of red. Actually, guys, 1 drop of red is actually a perfect color for electric cherry. It actually looks exactly like it. It's kind of like a pinkish red. It actually looks really, really nice. So yeah, 1 drop of red is actually perfect for this. All right, so we're actually gonna do 2 right now. We're gonna do double tap 1.0 and double tap 2.0. So double tap 1.0, it's actually a darker orange than double tap 2.0. So for double tap 1.0, I think we're gonna get a drop of red. Let's get 2 drops of yellow in there. Now let's mix it up, see what that looks like. All right, so it's actually a little bit darker than this. So let's try to get another drop of yellow in there. Let's try 1 more drop of red, actually. So we're not getting that double tap 1.0 color we want. Yep, that actually looks just right. So 2 drops of red and 3 drops of yellow is gonna give you that nice double tap 1.0 color you're gonna want. Now, anyways, let's do double tap 2.0 really quick. So for this one, we're only actually gonna use 1 drop of red. And let's try 3 drops of yellow, because we want a light color. So 2, 3, there we go. Should be just enough. Yep, that actually looks really, really good. So 1 drop of red, 3 drops of yellow is gonna do it for double tap 2.0, and 2 drops of red and 3 drops of yellow is gonna do it for double tap 1.0. All right, so next up we're gonna be making Voltrade from Buried. So this is a very weird color. Voltrade at the bottom is like a dark red, but at the top it's like an orange. So it's gonna be quite difficult to replicate that. I don't really think we're gonna be able to replicate that. So we're gonna try 1 drop of red. Let's try 3 drops of yellow. Now let's get one of those stirring sticks. Mix it up into the bottle. What you're gonna want to do with this one, to make sure it's not the exact same thing as double tap, you just want to put the bottles right next to each other, and that is exactly the same. So you're gonna add 1 more drop of red. That's the thing though, it's really hard to make Voltrade, because Voltrade is like I said, it's a very weird color. It's like red at the bottom, it's also orange at the top, which I don't think we're able to replicate. Let's try to give it a little bit more yellow. Maybe that'll change it up. It's barely noticeable, but there is a tiny difference. So honestly, there really isn't too good of a color for Voltrade, but if I was going to tell you something, it'd at least be 3 drops of red and about 7 drops of yellow, because that's really the best we can do right now. Unless you guys go out and shop and try to find like that type of Voltrade color, I don't think you're gonna be able to replicate that one. All right, next up we're gonna be doing Mule Kick. So Mule Kick is an extremely light red, mostly like a pinkish color. So for this one, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a different thing. So we're gonna add 1 drop of red, only 1 drop. Thing is that we already have a color like that, which is electric cherry. So we don't want it to be exactly like electric cherry. So the way we prevent that and make it even lighter than that, we drop some of the water out and put in some new normal water. What you want to do, you're just gonna drop some of the water out. So you drop about like a 1/4 hour, like maybe half of it even. Then you're gonna put it right over your faucet or whatever. You don't have to put it right over, but I'm putting it right over so no water spills. And you're gonna fill it back up to that point that it was previously at. So same thing again, just drop some of the water, and we get about that much left. And get some more water in there, and boom, that is it. See, so it's actually like a pinkish color. So yeah, if you do want to do Mule Kick, just basically all you want to do is 1 drop of red. Then you're gonna empty like about maybe 3/4 of the bottle, I guess, into the sink. Put in some new water, and you should get that nice pinkish reddish color. Alright, so our second to last pick we're gonna do is Widow's Wine. So Widow's Wine is actually quite simple. All you're gonna need is some green, red, and blue. You're gonna do 1 drop of red. I think I actually might have put 2 by accident. A drop of blue. And 2 drops of green. Alright, 1, 2. Now you just need a stick really quick. You're gonna mix it up. And you're gonna get this really weird blackish purple reddish color. I don't know how to explain it. It's a really weird but cool color. See, let's put it to the light, see what it looks like. See, look, let me try to get a good angle. So you're gonna get that really nice greenish, like poison looking color. Honestly, I have to say right now, Widow's Wine is probably looking like my favorite perk bottle I've made so far. It looks super nice. So the last perk we're gonna do is Deadshot to Cure You. All you're gonna need is a red, blue, and green. It's basically the same thing we did for Widow's Wine, except we're gonna do what we did with Mule Kick, which was empty some of the bottle out into the sink. What you're gonna wanna do, 1 drop of red, a drop of blue, and finally 1 drop of green. Now once you do that, you want to get any one of your sticks, doesn't really matter. This is going to be a really dark color. Now you're going to get the same exact color as Widow's Wine, except it's going to be a little bit lighter this time. So what you're going to want to do, you're just going to go over to your sink, you're going to dump about, it's going to get a little bit tricky, so you're going to dump half your bottle first, until you're left with about that much, I'd say. Then you're going to fill it back up with water until the point that it's supposed to be. So a little bit more than that. Okay, so what we have right now, it's a little bit purple, a little bit purplish black. So we don't want that purple, we just want the black part. So we're gonna dump out a tiny bit to about that much. Then we're gonna fill it back up to that point a little bit more. So right now in the light it looks a little bit green, not too much green, but in real life right now this looks pretty nice and gray. So that's exactly what you're gonna want to do for Dutch Hot Curie, and let's get straight into the labels right now, guys. So I actually made the 3 sets of perk labels for you guys. You guys can see that little bottle caps there and the actual labels for the bottles. So I'll leave the link for all of them down below in the description. Just go download them. I highly suggest you use sticker paper for them because it makes your life so much easier. If you don't, you can just use normal paper and just glue them on, but it'll look so much nicer if you use sticker paper. So if you are using sticker paper, all you're gonna want to do is just not peel it off yet. You're not going to peel anything off yet. You're going to cut out all your logos, and after you're done cutting out your logos, I'll show you what to do. Alright, so the easiest way to do the bottle cap labels is first off, just put it on the bottle cap. It doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter how, you just put it on, screw it onto your bottle. Now once it's screwed on, you're going to want to follow it straight down the middle, and you're going to put your first perk logo on. That way it aligns perfectly with the bottle cap. It looks nice. And then for the rest of your perks, you really just want to put them right next to each other. Do the same exact thing with your bottle cap. Put this all on first. Put the one on the top always first. That way you can have them straight as always. And then just compare it and just put them side to side and just put on the logos so they're the same height.